Hey guys, Ryan here. If you actually want to be good at Warzone, then you need to stop playing scared. There are two types of players in Warzone: people who are the hunted and people who are the hunters. And I know it sounds corny and cliche, but it's true. We're pretty much just going to get right into it. And the first and main thing that we're going to cover is just don't play within your comfort zone. This is where you need to learn to embrace failure. This is why a lot of people don't improve. They don't want to fail. They don't want to die. They don't want to put themselves in a situation they wouldn't normally put themselves in because they feel like it's going to go bad. And guess what, guys? You aren't going to get better unless you're putting yourselves in those situations, because that's how you're going to learn to win them. How can you expect to learn to win 1v3s if you just never even put yourself in a position to win 1v3s? If every time you're in a 1v3 or 1v4, you just kind of give up mentally and don't really try, how are you ever going to improve? By being okay with the fact you're most likely going to fail, this is going to allow you to get better. Take this clip in the background, for example. I am going absolutely in right now. My movement is on point, my gun skills on point, but I'm going to end up losing because of this door you're looking at right here. I'm not even kidding. Watch this. I'm going to go to do a jump shot, and I'm going to get stuck on the door, and that's why I was aiming a little to the left, because I was anticipating me jumping to the right. And guess what? That's something I need to learn. And what allows me to learn and be in those situations and get better is me just accepting I'm going to lose sometimes, and that's okay. The other second thing I really need to touch on is you have to also play smart. There is a fine line between playing scared and playing dumb, and you need to learn the difference. I'm going to give a good example right here. I'm going to call in a UAV, I look at my minimap, I spot a person in this house. However, I'm in duos, and when I look, it says there's 3 squads of 6 people, so that means almost guaranteed there's 2 people there. So I'm going to take this into account, and I'm not just going to rush in blindly. As I come up upon the building, I know one's down below, but I'm going to be cautious. I'm going to check my corners. I'm going to check all of the rooms on this floor. I'm going to make sure there's no one here because I want to play this smart. But then I'm not just going to run in there. Watch, I'm going to pre-aim the angle, slowly peek it, win the gunfight. Then I'm going to slide in and use movement to beat this stun. I knew they were going to stun me. I heard them throw it, and that's why I pushed in to get them pre-aimed and to take advantage of them in the throwing motion. But as you notice, I played that aggressively but smart, and that's the balance you need to learn if you want to be successful. You don't want to just run in blindly thinking you can win any gunfight. No, you need to be smart, but you also need to be aggressive. It's okay if you lose those gunfights as long as you're learning something. Right here, one thing that most people don't take advantage of is their own teammates. I'm going to go on a nice little tear right here. I'm going to end up getting like 4 kills in 20 seconds or something. I'm teabagging the guy because I hate when people pistol melee. Sorry, personal little preference. I don't like it. But anyways, I get shot in the back. I'm going to run in. There's a dude right there, an enemy. But I'm going to run towards my teammate. I'm going to use my comms to tell my teammate that I'm pushing from the stairs and they should come back and help me. But then we're going to go on to end up fighting both of these squads. I'm going to get the first person while I'm plating. My teammate's going to peek and get some damage down. Then when he's plating, it's my turn to peek again, and watch what I do. I peek, I'm going to get the kill. I'm going to push up. My teammate's going to push up with me. I'm going to go for the finish. My teammate's going to get the kill on this person. And that's how we turned a situation where I was almost certainly dead into us walking away with 3 kills and now having a key power position in prison. But the thing is I'm not going to just sit on prison all game and just wait. No, if you want to be aggressive, if you want to get better, you need to cover ground. You need to be rotating. You need to be thinking, where are people at? You need to be buying UAVs. You need to be taking advantage of the resources you have, and you need to be finding people. One of the biggest mistakes I see players make is they just hang around random areas with no purpose. I'm not sure why this is such a prevalent issue in the COD community, but people will get a loadout and they'll just hang out in a random building for like 2-3 minutes. They're not looting, they're not doing anything, they're not getting key position for winning the game. They're just hanging out. Maybe they pick up 2 to 3 kills, but they're never really setting themselves up for double-digit kill games. They're not really setting themselves up the best for wins, and they're just playing within their comfort zone because they're scared to push past that. Now, I do want to say, I'm not saying just hop on and play every game outside of your comfort zone being super aggressive. I would say just make sure you have 2 to 3 games a night where you're playing a little differently than usual and you're actually trying to improve. Don't do too much more than that. It's okay to play the same old way that you've been playing and just have fun. I'm not saying you have to just sweat it out all the time, always be getting better, yada yada. No, no, no. I genuinely don't think that's the best path to improvement. And I think the best course is to embrace a long term approach. And that's why I talk so much about the failure approach. It's not about the short term wins and losses. It's about that long term progression. And that is the key to actually becoming good at Warzone and actually becoming a good player. You're going to hear me talk about this in so many videos, but it's because it's seriously the biggest thing to becoming good at a game like this. I have become a good Warzone player and a good Call of Duty player because for years I've dedicated myself to improving at the game. I used to want to go pro in competitive COD. I played a lot of competitive COD in the Black Ops 3 Infinite Warfare days. I played against pros like Dashi, Envoy, people in the Warzone community like Blastful and Mutex. I beat them in tournaments with money on the line. I played at a very high level. I was not good enough to go pro because I never embraced the whole 4v4 team concept, and that's something I learned, of course, naturally through reflection, but that whole experience has led to me being a good Warzone player. But throughout my entire Call of Duty career, throughout every single Battle Royale I've ever played, from Apex to Realm Royale to PUBG to whatever, I've always embraced losing. It's not always about winning that game because you can win the battle without winning the war, and that's not how you actually become good. Some people, they're going to do whatever they can to get 3-4 kills and get that win. They'll camp in corners, they'll play scared, they'll rely on double claymores, and they're never going to get better. Other people, though, they're okay with taking L's as long as they're getting better, and those are the people that actually become great. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a good day. It's been Ryan. Peace.